Good y'all, it's your boy Anthony Henry back in another video. See my title is Guys Talk. And let's get straight into the video. So watching Azia William. She made a couple videos about just girl talk, about girl having conversation. Yes, I mean why not we just do one on this channel? Because obviously we like to talk, like to conversation. So yeah, I got a couple questions that I just made up myself. People really don't really ask me questions, but if you got questions for me, just follow me on Instagram. You just ask me questions through there. Whether DM or just let me know if you want like a YouTube, an Instagram post, and I could just basically, ask if you got questions for that. The first question we got here is definitely, hold on. Relationship. Now that question obviously has to be number one because everybody wants to know if I'm in a relationship or not. And the answer is no. I'm basically single. Uh, I basically was in a relationship, I think it was last year during quarantine. And, it's okay, it wasn't that bad, but, the other person was just, going through so much mentally. So I was like, okay, I just, you really cannot cope with, somebody that's having a mental situation, though. I thought I could handle it, but it was just too much. The second question is, I don't know, do you have siblings? Yes, I got two brothers and two sisters, two older brothers, one older sister, one younger sister. Two and two, just two and two. I can't really, can I say too much? But that's how it is. Are you ready to graduate? Yeah, sure, of course, why not? Of course, just for graduating, you gotta find a job, you gotta find like something to do, you gotta pick a pay and stuff like that. So yeah, just with that, I mean, we basically working on it. But yeah, I'm definitely ready to leave school. Like school at this point, just too much to handle, especially I just do too much. The fourth question is, how do you deal with hate slash disrespect? Now this is more like, for like I guess I can just explain to like people who definitely have to deal with it. And how I deal with it, I just be quiet and I just let them be. Cause karma always comes back. So, it's just, I just let that be. But in terms of, me trying to defend myself and do what I gotta do, and then I just say who I gotta say it to, who I gotta, ask questions, and then, we go from there. But not even, I don't really disrespect either, cause you can't put two fires together. So, and the fifth question is, do you want a kid? If yeah, how many? Okay, so, usually, yeah, I don't really know if I'm gonna have kids, but if I have, or get to have, then I say I probably have two. Boy and girl, if it's like two boys and girl, two girls, it's also fine. I wouldn't be like, oh, if I got two boys, you got a girl, just two. No, I just, if it's two the same, then that's fine. But yeah, I might well have boy and girl. If you ask them which could go first, also same thing, it doesn't matter if it's a girl go first or boy go first. Basically the same thing, as long as it's healthy, safe and sound. So, um, but yeah, and the sixth question is, and I got a lot of questions. Are you going to college? Unfortunately, really now, my school don't really. I mean, they help, but it's not more like okay, you get the diploma, and then you go from there, which is basically fine. Because college way too much to do it, way too much to handle. I'm not saying I can't deal with it, but just for me for right now, just from what I know, it's just not it. The seventh question: how old are you? I'm about to be 22 and then June 26th. Yeah, I'm really getting old, and I couldn't really believe I turned 21. But yeah, I'm basically 21 right now. Yeah, the eighth question is, if you can make a difference in someone, what would it be? Now, if I could basically change anyone, I'd just say, I just let them be who they are. But in a way, I'd probably make them be more positive, more personal, positivity, helping out, being more nice to people. And not really being in a way like, they got anger, just really, hold the anger in, people who have anger. Obviously, want to let people know they're mad, but hey, if you can just, make them nicer, then that's what I do. Um, Next question is, are you a happy person or not? Yeah, usually I'm definitely a happy person. Now, it doesn't mean I don't get upset and that, but, once I do get upset, mad, just basically, I really know how to really handle myself, and I'm like other people, no disrespect. Other people really wouldn't know how to really handle that. Like, even if you basically like just a kid or even older than that, like you just wouldn't know how to do it. But yeah, I definitely, I do get upset, but I just handle that on my own. Um, the 10th question is, um, do you feel like hate is the answer? And I know hate really not the answer. I usually, like I said, I don't, I really don't hate. So, if you, it's okay, yeah, it's okay to hate people, not like them for whatever the case is. But, you hating them for no reason, like you don't even know the person, like you just make them think, like, you know, it's just a look. It's like, oh, I just hate this person. Like, you don't even know the person like that. So, it's like, for example, me and Jay London, like, I hated him at first. I just, how he was playing the game was really bad. Once I really understood why he was playing, how he was playing, like, I don't hate him no more. I don't, I basically, rock with the guy. So, but, yeah, that's just that. Okay, let's get to the next question. Hold on, I gotta play some music. So the next question is, hopefully this thing don't turn off. But the next question is, should you judge a book by cover? Now, this is also a no. And why would you do that? Like, let's say a person look like is the big bad person. Like, that person probably not a big bad person, probably a nice person. No, it's saying vice versa. Somebody who probably would look nice, look like a nice person, but if it's not, probably sneaky, disrespectful, trying to do you wrong, and stuff like that. So you really gotta. And the thing of talking about this, I had a conversation yesterday with my sister and a friend, where like the friend wanted to stay with this guy and said, know how the guy's gonna be, whatever the case. And my sister's like, oh, you gotta go for the look. And then the friend was like, no, you gotta go for the inside, inside is much better. I said, yeah, inside much better, has been hard. And how the heart is, how he would treat you. So, yeah. But yeah, you should never really judge a book by its cover. The next question is, should you communicate with people or not? Yes, you should. But if a relationship or friendship, whatever case, just communicate. Let the people know how it is, how it should be, what you think, what your thoughts and stuff like that. The other person don't know. And if you definitely don't communicate, ain't nothing gonna be solved. You're both not going anywhere. You're both gonna lose at the same time. But if the other person winning or not, you're both gonna lose. It's just not right. So, you definitely should communicate. All that good stuff. Next question. What are your favorite songs? I listen to a whole bunch of songs, but my favorite would be for right now, even though it's basically been the same since a long time, but probably be Love Squad by J.I. That sounds really lit. I know that song by heart, but yeah, that sounds lit. But yeah, shout out to J.I. Yeah, dope singer, dope singer. The next question is, why did you start doing YouTube? Well, I just wanted to really record, I just wanted to make YouTube videos. Actually, it was really for the YouTube flag. That was really one of the early reasons why I actually started it. And also, just for Instagram, but, obviously everybody got different reasons and why they do things now. Now it's just basically, just do videos and stuff like that, which is fine. It's all the same thing. The next question is, should you do things for money or do things because of money? And that answer is hell no. That definitely hell no. And I explain why. Because let's say, and I also had a conversation today with actually a police officer, a retired police officer. I told him that, if you just do things for the money, you're not really going to have the energy. You're not going to do it the right way. It's not going to favor. It's not going to be, it's going to go completely wrong. And, I've definitely seen it. It's definitely seen how people do things for money. And it's just not, it's ugly. It's not beautiful. It's just an ugly thing. Yeah, but people just do it, just to get paid, and yeah, some people do right, some people don't. But yeah, that's just that. The next question, which is definitely important, is, does age matter in a relationship or not? Now this, back in the day, I was like, it really don't matter. But after getting older, I see I think it really does. Like, especially like, let's say, teenagers and 21, like that really don't go together. Even the person not gonna do wrong, definitely don't really go together. It could be 4 years, probably 3 years, depending how, the person actually decide, if you're a guy, you're not trying to ask the girl out, if she says no, you gotta leave it alone, let it be, brother, it ain't gonna work. Now, obviously, vice versa, the guy obviously gonna say yes, why would he just let the girl down? But over 21, you're 18 and hey, you could just, you officially born at the age of 18. So with the 21 to 18, you could just, just go with that. But yeah, it definitely does matter, in certain situations. So yeah. Um, okay, hold on, let me just change the music because, like I said, your boy gotta have music on, you feel me? But that's besides the point. Okay, on. Now the next question is, um, uh, is it hard to move on from past relationship, past friendship? Now, friendship wise, I mean, it's probably not really hard, especially, if you're my age, someone like me who's just cool people and stuff like that. Probably not hard to move on. But relationship wise, in terms of, the relationship I was in, I mean, I just moved on quick, that was just that. But, some people are like, the relationship, takes so long, is, you get your heart into it, and it's just like, gets bumped into it, so, it's definitely hard. But like I say, like, usually people move on quick, like a month or two, depending on what age you're in, it also doesn't matter age, but, if you just in an age where, you're really attached to that person, then it's going to be hard to move on. But yeah, you just got to, stay strong and stay positive and stuff like that. Um, Next question, how do you feel about people who are around you, especially, how you feel about how people are, especially the one around you? Now, me personally, the people around me, pretty close, pretty nice, pretty awesome. But at the same time, certain people comes around me like they do go crazy, they don't know how to respect, it just, it's just, one on one side, one on the other. So, and how I handle that is just, I just basically be me, and I don't really, judge, I don't really just hate nobody for just whatever. So, next question is, will you get married now? This question, like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get married in the future, but if I do, then I just would do. Uh, but just right now, I mean, of course, probably not. Um, so obviously, like, I'm way 20. I don't think I can handle, getting married just at this age. So, not that bad. It's just like for example, back in the probably 20, type in 2000, 2001, people just getting married, have a kid at age of 14, 21, whatever. Kid, yeah, that's that.